Are we collectively as businesses looking at the investment in our customers as job number one?
We'll always have an edge over AI.
So we do start with treating humans like humans.
Empathy is always better than automation.
EX is as important as CX.
You might find some of the answers will surprise you.
What we really believe in for this show is bringing together the CX community. It's very much what it feels like, a community across industry lines. So we don't restrict ourselves to any one industry because your customers, their experiences happen across industry lines as well. So we bring together senior service experience leaders to connect, to discuss, to strategize together across industry lines here in beautiful sunny San Diego.
We made it to San Diego. Let's head downstairs, have a little meet and greet with some people from the event, and get ready for the show tomorrow. Are you ready for the show? Let's go down there. Let's ask some important questions. How is AI going to balance itself against human resources and, more importantly, empathy? Let's ask about the latest customer experience technologies, of course. Let's grab some leaders, talk to them about the future of our industry, the short-term future. 2023 has been changing so fast. If we can just get some opinions on what's going to happen in the short term, I think we'll have learned something. And finally, let's find somebody who's on the front lines to tell us what's happening there. How are these technologies and the transformation of the industry to a global economy affecting those who actually deliver the customer experiences? All right, that's the plan. Let's go.
So I think it's really important that we start to bring more and more people across the entirety of the organization into the customer experience so that they have choices that impact not only the customers, but also the planet. My name is Scott Robinson. I'm the founder, president, and CEO of Freshform. When we think about experience design, we do look at the holistic customer experience, whether it's a setup and onboarding experience, whether it's specific to the product experience in a digital environment, or it's something that we're looking to create net new from a new market standpoint. Human-centered design has been around for a while. Is that how do we design not for technology or not for the physical kind of environment, but for people, right? Are we enhancing the lives of the people that design is for? And we call it hybrid-centered design. Are we designing things and are we making choices with AI side by side with us? Are we actually designing in a way where we say, okay, the AI can make these choices, but the human being curates this aspect of it. It chooses when we need more humanity in an experience, where we just remove all the technology out because it's just too tech sometimes, right? Where you just need a human-to-human conversation. You need to step away from, the chatbots and all these things because of the need to be able to just have that human touch.
How do you continue to differentiate yourselves in the industry? So technology will be, I think, less and less a differentiator. Some of those will become commoditized. But I think what will continue to be a differentiator, Dennis, is data. Applying that technology in the right business context to solve a business problem, right? That is what is going to be a differentiator. Because a lot of people think you buy a technology and the problem's going to get solved, but it never is the case. But my advice to those folks is see this as an opportunity. Try and learn. See, if you can handle difficult customers, right, it's not easy. If you can do that, you can do anything.
So in the end of the day, humans are still the center of the attention. And when we think about that challenge and how it relates to large organizations, we still have customer experience at the core of everything that is being designed in terms of technology. And the big challenge for large organizations is still have to do with empathy at scale. Humans are the centerpiece or the masterpiece that is being served by all of these technology that is being developed. So usually organizations, when they're small, they can easily do that. Think about a small shop or a small restaurant. That's easy. It's very easy for you to know your customers and serve each one of them individually. But when you change that reality to a big organization, The problem is because customers, they're so distant, and usually these organizations, they have several locations, it gets harder and harder for you to serve customers individually on the things that they actually value and want. So the only solutions for companies to create one formula or a few recipes and serve all customers with all of that recipe, and there's no empathy in that, right? Because you're not actually understanding or serving people based on what they want. And especially AI have already proven that the ability of answering questions will belong to the machines, will belong to technology, but the ability of creativity and asking questions will always belong to us, to humans. How do we solve problems and address expected value for people?
You need to keep innovation at the center. You need to keep the user at the center. EX is as important as CX. So I think for me, it's ease. If I'm able to do whatever I'm wanting to do via app or a human or a chat, I should be able to do everything that I want in the way that I want it to be.
Can AI extend empathy and the response to your customers? Let's have a conversation, right? Let's chat about this. Let's talk about this. I believe that most agents have unspoken leadership. I think that there is a lot of uniqueness in different teams, and that should be explored. And if you explore those, the more that you explore them, the stronger your team is. You will learn a whole lot about your organization if you do some job shadowing with your frontline team members and your call center team members. You might find some of the answers will surprise you.
Day 2 of the show. We're going to head over, we're going to speak to Josh, the event promoter. He's a pretty cool dude. It's been nice to work with Reuters events on the last couple of years.
We're a very intimate show. We don't have thousands and thousands of people in attendance. There's not thousands of vendors in attendance. We work with a very select few partners, a very concentrated audience of your senior peers. And even today, folks in attendance at the show have said how wonderful it is to be able to have those conversations and really connect with people.
This is an amazing event. This is my first show here in San Diego. It's amazing to learn so much. I think we're headed in a direction of innovation. Putting the customer first finally in some of these organizations, and it's a big conversation. If you're in CX, you have a seat at the table now, so I think that's really important. So we've seen some amazing speakers.
I think some of the best and greatest are here in this event. I've learned that there's a really great value about a good size event like this because it's easy to navigate, it's easy to reach out to people and connect to people. And just really learn from the experts about what are some of the tips that they can suggest to make your CX team and customer service in general better.
If you're just starting CX, or if you're partway along your journey, it just takes one voice and one motivation to really get that ball rolling. You don't need a massive team. You don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of technology to get started. You just need a purpose and a strategic vision. And the drive to sort of see it through. And then if you can start there, you can build.
Okay, quick change of plans. I didn't realize it, but I need to be at an awards show virtually right now to do some judging. So the content at this show got cut short, but we're gonna dip in here and we're gonna judge some CX awards from around the United States. So sorry about that, but that's what happens when you're live. I'm embarrassed to say I don't know how that missed my schedule. Normally, I have a pretty good schedule. I just judged entrants for the US CX Awards. They were fantastic. One was about an airport in Brazil, which had a fantastic change management program. And if you've ever worked on the CX for an airport, there's this thing called gate lock, where when you get through security, you immediately focus on your gate, and all the touch points between the security and the gate are a blur for customers. And so it was interesting to see how they addressed the customer experience in the airport. The other entry was a very customer-centric, gamified CX solution, and the way they internally branded to create momentum throughout their organization. And they use some interesting customer feedback mechanisms like QR codes inside the organization to tell the customer stories and share the voice of the customer with everyone in their audience, everyone in their organization. So that was fantastic. I'm now going to quickly pack up, try to find a place to stash my bags, run over to the event, meet with that one person that we scheduled with. Then there's an hour break, so maybe I'll try to get some more footage, but you're on the ride with me now. It's getting crazy.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well, Dennis. My name is Wax Frias Loudon. I work for ePerformax Contact Centers and BPO. We're a Nashville-based contact center outsourcing company, established in 2002, and we have several sites in the Philippines with over 8,000, 9,000 employees. We came across your name. We understand that you are popular in the CX space. You are great and amazing at what you do. And we thought we'd reach out to you and try to kind of have a conversation. ePerformax is one of the first outsourcing company that was established in the Philippines in 2002. I am one of the first 100 employees of the company. I've been working with the company for 18 years. I love ePerformax. We have grown from 20 to about 8,000 employees now, so we really have a good relationship with our current partners. Empathy is very, very important. It's hard to fake that. You know, the client would really feel that you are there for them, not just as a body or not just as a person who wants to help and is doing the job, but really who understands the situation and would do anything you can to resolve their problem. I think one call resolution is very, very important, and empathy is a big part of that.
This was an illuminating conference. The Reuters team is stellar, and I had a really fun time.
It was a great opportunity to be in contact with different companies in different segments here to see some best practices from different segments, you know.
The cookies were incredible, and I cannot recommend them enough.
That's a wrap for this show. We're going to go over and finish up the awards show now. We're going to find a quiet little corner to see the last presentation, and then we're going to hop a flight back home. I'll see you in Dallas. What a great show. The thing about these intimate shows is you get to really have quality conversations with a lot of executives, CEOs, founders, and is set in an awesome environment. If you want to attend an intimate show like this, later this fall, there'll be a Reuters customer service and experience event in New York, and I hope to see you there.